Now, before we fully get into the latest episode, I know you know I'm not going to keep silent about Londie London and her unprofessionalism. And I'm low-key upset because I was super excited to finally hear a Londie London song because I don't know any. I'll start by saying that the reason why Londie could not perform her old music is valid. She revealed that her record label has barred her from performing her old songs, so there would have been legal implications on her doing so. The record label in question is infamous for its ambitiously shady recording contracts and court battles with a number of its former artists. In fact, they did the same thing to a certain female rapper, which they are now doing to Londie, and it took the intervention of a certain political party for this rapper lady to get the rights to her music. So I guess Londie didn't want to bamba and play with the big boys. Londie's hands were tied, and I get it. However, as the well-known and commonly used phrase states, the show must go on. And as such, I believe that Londie should have made a plan and ad-libbed in order to give JoJo and her guests a performance at Joechella. She could have done covers or renditions of other artists' music. I mean, goodness, even miss a few nights of sleep to get at least some of her new music ready in time for the party. Worst of all is the fact that she waited till an hour before the party to tell JoJo that she was no longer going to perform. Girl, it's one thing to be unprofessional, but that was just plain disrespectful. And so was what she said to JoJo when she said that she wouldn't have missed the performance if Joechella was a serious booking. One thing about Londie is that she is not an eloquent speaker. She has not developed the art of articulating herself skillfully, and she might want to consider getting some media training for that. Shoo! Londie knew how much Joechella meant to JoJo, so that comment showed a disregard for her friend, but also a disregard for her own career. Because if Londie is really serious about being a top artist in her industry, then she needs to show up to an audience of 6 with the same zeal, energy, and level of professionalism that she would give to an audience of 60,000. It is written that each of you should use whatever gift you have received to serve others as faithful stewards of God's grace in various forms. It is God who gave Londie her gift of singing, and so to steward that gift in a professional manner is to honor God and give Him glory. God is a God of excellence. The beauty of nature confirms this. Hence, the Bible gives us instruction to work willingly at whatever you do, as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people. The thing is, merely showing up is not what defines you as professional, but rather your ability to deliver your skill or trade with excellence, even in unfavorable conditions and circumstances. That's what sets apart the singers with staying power from the fly-by-night one-hit wonders. When I was in high school, we read an Afrikaans poem called Kinders van die Wind, which when translated means children of the wind. And the poem speaks of these unidentified people who wander and roam with no direction, seeking out something aimlessly. And in the process, they lost their faces, dreams, and names. The poem is a somber reminder of the perils of having no direction and no grounding in life. Londie London on episode 9 reminded me of Die Kinders van die Wind, because she appears as though instead of finding her niche and establishing herself in that, she instead goes wherever the vibe or clout or money is at that moment. I'm not sure if having a fiance with money has made her complacent, or if she thinks that her body will guarantee her performance bookings. But I will say that to exhibit that level of unprofessionalism on one of the highest streaming shows in the country was a poor career move. But I want to know from you if you think that what Londie did was out of line. I mean, at the end of the day, she did have those legal issues with her record label, but is there something else she would have done? Like, if you were Londie, What would have been your alternative means of making sure that you perform at Joechella? Leave it in the comments. Keep it fun and friendly this time around. And I am going to watch the latest episode of The Real Housewives of Durban and get back to you with some commentary, because I know the lady shenanigans have not stopped. So until then, have a good weekend, and I will see you on the next video for some more commentary on The Real Housewives of Durban Season 2. My name is Awande Zwane. You are watching If I Start to Talk. Like, share, and subscribe to this page, and I will see you on the next video.